game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turned up, turned down right now. Two dope, make better get around right now.
Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, Charles, look, and this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
Back to throw again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. The 40. Past the 20. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown.
And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch, good enough for a first down. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Powerful touchdown offense, but getting one on defense, if they keep that effort up, they'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Drake London, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Hill on 3rd down. Able to connect with Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
The Saints at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They go play fake, and it's Hill.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And caught by London. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Hill now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Hill. Open man is Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Hill. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
There's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Hill. Thomas brings it in. A solid stiff arm.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them humbling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Pete Werner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I just love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get it.
It's another one. We got another